Your favorite scapegoats during the pandemic were the states. You blamed blue states for death tolls, even as your task force ignored our suffering for political reasons. And even now, you're blaming your failed vaccination rollout on individual states, despite the fact that your task force had 9 months to come up with a plan. And never forget, Mr. President, your malfeasance and incompetence has cost lives. When you hit the links between super spreader death rallies, more Americans died in 2020 than in any year in our history. But you weren't content with nearly 4,000 deaths each day as 2020 drew to a close. No, Mr. President, you tried your very best to make American democracy a casualty as well. Following your landslide loss to Joe Biden, you have attempted every dirty trick in the book to have the votes of millions of Americans thrown out. And you're still not done. Your enablers in Congress are planning to drag your traitorous coup attempt into 2021 on Wednesday by objecting to the lawfully cast votes in the Electoral College. But in the spirit of the new year, I have some good news for democracy. Your last gambit is going to fail just like all the rest. Just like 2020, Mr. President, your time is over. And in the grand tradition of that other 21st century Democratic president, Joe Biden will set to work cleaning up the unholy mess made by his Republican predecessor. Unfortunately, the nature of your failure means that cleanup will take some time, and thousands of Americans will die from this pandemic you never tried to control, even after you're booted from the White House for good. But this year, at long last, we'll have an actual leader in our fight. So good riddance to COVID-19, to 2020, and most of all, to you, Mr. Trump. We'll be right back.